We're doing a design workshop today. This is where you send me pictures of your space that I create designs around based on what you're looking for, how you use the space, and how you want the space laid out. And today we're working on a space. It is a 10 by 16 foot space with just a door and a window. And these were the inspiration images that she'd saved on Pinterest for the room. We'll get to the design in a second, so let's go check out the floor plan and see what we could do to make her furniture work. The only two pieces of furniture she has right now are a king mattress and an IKEA Pax wardrobe. She wants to add some sort of nightstand and a desk vanity and the biggest dresser that you can fit in this space. The first thing I like to do when laying out a bedroom is figure out where the bed is going to go, and I personally like to have it across from the door, either on this wall or along this wall, but since this wall has the window, we're going to default to this wall. Now, I'm not sure where along this wall this bed is going to go yet, but for right now, this is where we're putting it. And then we've got the IKEA Pax wardrobe, which could go on this wall. My hesitancy towards putting it here, though, is because we start to get really tight. So I'm going to place it on a different wall. So we've got some side tables. These are a little bit on the larger side, but I think she's got room for it. And I did that because she wants the biggest dresser she can possibly fit in this room. And since clearly storage is important, having possibly a storage bed and then having nightstands that can also hold a lot of storage would be really helpful. My biggest concern with this layout is this pinch point. You'll find that 3 feet is typically recommended for paths of travel. These typically are for main paths of travel, but for example, you're not going to have a 3-foot space between the front of your couch and the front of your coffee table because there's way less traffic going through there. For me, that's okay. For others, it might not be. So the layout that I'm sharing with you has about a 2-foot gap between the end of the bed and the dresser, which can work for some people, but maybe not for others. I'm recommending it here. It's a residential space. She's the only one using this room, so I think it'll be fine. One of the other things she wanted in this room was a vanity spot to do her makeup. I have 2 recommendations for this. And one of them, I don't typically recommend putting something in front of the window, but for a vanity makeup station, I actually think that this could be really great because you'll get the best light directly from the sun. Alternatively, if she doesn't want something directly in front of the window, right next to the window would also work really well. I'm actually going to scoot the bed all the way over. These are 3-foot side tables, so this path over here is a great size. I am worried about this pinch point. So this is an example of where maybe moving everything over like this might work better, and then that way we can slide this back here, so long as you can still open the cabinet doors. If not, maybe that corner is a great corner for a fake tree or a basket of blankets, but if there is enough room, this could be a great corner for just hanging a jacket when you come home, hanging purses, or even having a stool to take off shoes. Now let's talk about the inspiration. I made sure to include a decent amount of wood furniture. So I did end up going with a fabric one to balance out all of the wood tones that I have in the other pieces of furniture. For this mood board, I did include the flooring that she already has in this room. I also added a rug to help anchor the bed area. I found this beautiful, almost vintage looking side table and a matching dresser down below, adding some cottage elements, since a lot of you in my stories had said that the inspiration images were like a neutral traditional cottage. Cottage tends to have a little bit more floral elements and feminine elements, so I added the gingham skirted stool for the vanity table, and I made sure that the vanity table had like a cute little detail on the leg. The IKEA Pax system also has lots of opportunities for doors, but you can get custom doors for most of the IKEA systems, either through IKEA or through other companies, and fit with the traditional theme. With just slight hints of green in the art, in the curtains, and in the chair, I think this came together really nicely. There are some peel and stick picture frame molding options out there, so this could be a good option for a rental. But I am a color and pattern girl, and I found myself falling into a rabbit hole of really cozy bedroom designs that I think could be really nice if you wanted to push it further. This is an excellent base, but if you do want to explore other design styles, this is actually a really good neutral to start from. So I actually used this as my base for the second mood board that I made, but I changed out a few things to add a little bit more color and a little bit more pattern. So for those of you who crave pattern and color and wanted to lean a little bit more into the cottage, I put together this mood board. I love mixing patterns, and you'll definitely see that in here, but you'll also see that I'm consistent with the colors throughout the space, and I decided to use the cabinets as an opportunity to also add some more color and some texture by using glass cabinet doors with a curtain behind. These mood boards are shoppable, so if you want the link, just let me know. And I do these every week, so go ahead and DM me on Instagram, send me a picture of your space that you're struggling with, and I will help you figure out a better design for it. See you next week.